Hi there. Um, this is going to be a little different than my previous videos. Um, I want to do a kind of real time tasting, and I also want to taste something different. Um, I've done two videos with tastings involved, and um, I guess really three, but all three of those were technically whiskey variants. So a Highland single malt, a bourbon, and a moonshine. And contrary to what some people have created in the world, moonshine is not vodka, but I want to taste something different, so that's what I'm going to do. But real quick, I also want to address something from the peer review of Garrison Brothers, um, and that is looking through my collection. Um, I am low on Texas spirits currently, so um, if our friends at let's see, which ones would I like to hear from? Um, if our friends at Yellow Rose Distillery or Whitmeyer's Distillery um, or Garrison Brothers, um, they're into, uh, have anything they would like me to taste, I'd be happy to do so. I do need to replenish my Texas whiskeys, um, but also I would like to say that Texas does have a lot of great products, minus a couple. Most of the stuff I've had from Texas is really good. Um, and hopefully I'll be able to make it back to Yellow Rose and Whitmeyer's in the near future because I do enjoy going to those two places. So if you're in Houston, I highly recommend both of those. Um, the real time tasting that I'm going to do right now is on a gin. Not everybody likes gin. I like gin. But I like good gin. I don't like generic cookie cutter gin, which unfortunately there's a lot of. But there are some really good ones. And this one um, is a pretty good one. So uh, this is going to be a little different because I'm going to taste, but I'm also going to be writing down my notes. I have tasted this one. I just haven't written notes about it or anything. So the gin I chose for this video is Jun. So this, according to the label, artisanal Lebanese gin. So it's from Lebanon. It's grown and bottled in Rachmaya. I hope I said that right. I don't speak the language, but hopefully I got it right. They use coriander, mastic, rosemary, orange peel, lemon peel, bay leaf, galangal, and ginger. Um, and obviously plenty of juniper. But I really wanted to try to do this real time so I could kind of show it off. I really enjoy this. Not a super expensive bottle. I only paid $35 for it, but it is 80 proof, and it's a gin from Lebanon. Um, so while I taste this, I'll be writing down my thoughts and what I'm tasting and what I'm smelling and everything. So we'll see how this works. If it works well, I'll keep doing it. So it's a gin, so it's obviously going to be clear. So it has a sweet aroma that hits first, which I like quite a bit. And then it's a little bit heavy on the citrus. which is totally fine with me. And then, of course, cedar and juniper are pretty prevalent. They pop out pretty quick, which, of course, makes total sense. I don't get one citrus, right? I get lemon, I get orange, but I don't get one overpowering the other. I get kind of a mixture, which I guess if I was comparing it to anything, it would be similar to like Sunny Delight. The mixture one, not the straight up orange juice or whatever one. Or maybe better, Tropicana, which I haven't had in years, but brings me back to that when I was a kid. I get most of the botanicals in to some extent. Not getting as much ginger as I was expecting, but I definitely get the bay leaf, and I definitely get the rosemary. It smells really good. So initially, it starts very sweet, and in a good way. And that gives way to orange and lemon, which I also like. I'm getting apricot. Apricot is strong for me in this taste. Most of the botanicals I get, again, ginger, a little lighter than I expected. I get just a little bit of a fresh fruit vibe, but a high citrus vibe. And very little dried fruit. Like, basically none. Of course, it's very herbal and pretty floral as well. So I'd say it's almost candied. It's pretty sweet, but not so sweet that it's overpowering. It's not acidic. It's not astringent. It's very smooth, very easy to drink. It's got a medium body. It's not too light. It's not too heavy. It's pretty smooth on the finish. A lot of gins make me fairly aware that I'm gonna have heartburn later. This isn't giving me that. Finish is nice and smooth. The finish is medium. It lingers a little bit, but it's the sweetness that lingers. And it's somewhat balanced. There are some components that overtake other components, so I wouldn't say it's completely balanced. But it is really good. I do really enjoy it. As far as gin goes, it's not exceptional. It's not above and beyond other gins. It has you know, for me, it's pretty cool that it came from Lebanon. Um, but it's nothing that would make me choose it specifically over other gins. Um, but it is pretty good. I think out of 10, um, I would probably go with a 6. It's a little higher than middle of the road, a little higher. It's higher than basic, but it's not quite to the exceptional level um, by any means. But 6 out of 10 for quality, for how much I enjoy it. $35 for the bottle, and it's a quality level of about a 6 out of 10. Um, I would say that's going to be a 6 out of 10 for price. For me, that's a pretty good value. Um, but you go lower, I feel like it'd probably be undercutting the product. If you go higher, that's a little too expensive for it. So I think it's priced, at least where I got it from, right where it should be. Um, I do like it. Um, and I will, of course, finish the bottle, but not tonight or anything. But at some point in the future, I will finish the bottle, and I would not be upset about having it again. Um, Maybe we'll get to gins that I would be upset about having again, but that's a video for another time. So hopefully this worked and it wasn't too odd. Um, Writing notes while doing a video is a little bit weird. Um, and maybe I'll get my buddy to taste it, and then I'll tell you if he agreed with me or not. He probably won't, but we'll see. So, thanks. Have a good night. And if you are in the area where I'm at, enjoy your snow day tomorrow.